Da-da-ba-dam-bam-bam. Hello, everybody. This is Bloodfencer talking, and welcome to another vlog. And yeah, vlogs. Weird. So, right now you're probably asking yourself, and this is the most pressing matter, why are we watching this instead of a Bloodborne Let's Play where you kick some boss's ass or get your ass repeatedly kicked by a certain boss? That's because I feel really tired today. I'm pretty much in no mood to do anything. I just need a little break before I can do more recording stuff. I'm sorry. It's just that console recording is a little bit more tedious than PC recording, so it's all just... It's like, do I really want to put that effort into it right now? And I just feel that if I did a recording in this mood right now, it would not be very enjoyable. It would probably be very terrible. And I would not be very good performance-wise either. Because I'm really tired for some reason. I don't know why. I slept really great. I slept so well last night. And I don't know. I just got really tired at some point today, and then I got a headache, and I just came from university. It's just that. But yeah, don't worry. I won't stop doing videos. And in fact, in order to keep things fresh and maybe speed things up a little, I'm planning to actually do a big recording session on the weekend where I just do a huge bulk recording of Bloodborne, which I probably should have been doing from the start, seeing how that's the smart thing to handle things. Like, just record for a couple of hours straight, and then you don't have to worry about it for a few weeks, and you have time to maybe practice the game so it looks like you're actually kind of skilled at it. Yeah, so that's that. No Bloodborne today. Bloodborne will resume probably on Thursday. I should have the time to record another episode for that. Hopefully. Oh yeah, something you're probably asking yourself as well, especially if you actually watched the last vlog where I was talking about me being sick and there being the suspicion of maybe me having a brain tumor. I've got good news for all of you. I do not have a tumor. I had an MRI appointment. They stuck me in this big MRI machine, which, for those of you not in the know, is a magnetic resonance eye. Sorry, I forgot the last thing. Imaging. Magnetic resonance imaging. Basically how it works is you're in this tube, there's a bunch of magnets around you. These magnets create magnetic fields, of course, and the cells in your head react to those different magnetic fields in different ways, and they flash up, and you get this really cool image of the inside of your head, which is fucking amazing. I actually looked at the pictures with my sister and her husband, and I have to say, the human brain is crazy to have this. It's crazy that you get a CD that you can look at with pictures of what's inside your head. It's just absolutely. It's. On the other hand, the whole experience was kind of. It was kind of weird because I told you they put you into this tube, but before they put you into this tube, they actually gave me an infusion with like a chemical that's supposed to increase the contrast of liquids in your head when they react to the magnetic resonance stuff. So I had a needle in my arm the entire time. They laid me down. My head was in this like cradle, this weird cradle where you have to put your head in. And I couldn't move my head at all because that would have blurred the images. And then to further prevent my head from moving, they put this like plastic cage on top. So I kind of felt like the prisoner with the iron mask, if you ever heard of that story. And before they actually shoved me into the tube, they gave me this balloon which I could squeeze and then would make a sound and tell them that I'm having a panic attack. And then they would have had to interrupt the whole thing. So yeah, you then get shoved into this thing. There's a little bit of space to either side for your arms, but not a whole lot. So you're not completely restrained, but there's also not really any incentive or space to move about a lot. So the first minute you're fighting with claustrophobia. Then there's just a general sense of panic. And of course, I was trying. The first thing was I was trying not to cramp up my hand and squeeze the balloon accidentally. So yeah, that was bad. That was really crazy. Oh yeah, and after the initial panic, you get this. At least it was like that for me. You get this sense of, this is actually pretty okay. I can chill in this thing all day. And then the magnets start. And you know when the magnets start because they produce this weird like beat. Actually, they produce several different beats. It's like being stuck in a drawer during a techno concert. It's like and many more. And I completely lost my feeling, my sense of time in that thing. And at some point I was like, alright, I might have been in here for an hour now. No, it wasn't. More like, okay, I feel like I've been in this for 10 minutes. They pulled me out, they told me I was in there for half an hour. But yeah, then I got the results a week later, and they told me there are no tumors in my brain. All my hormones actually check out. The blood test results are all positive, except for one thing. There's this one hormone that's responsible for sperm production. Ironically, that was at the time was a little bit low, and I just thought to myself, well, why would I give a fuck? Because I've already resigned to the fact that I don't want to have children. I love children. I love other people's children. I love my sister's child, and I love my nephew and my niece from my brother. So his kids. I don't want to be responsible for another human life in any capacity. Yeah. Was that all I wanted to talk about? Oh. So yeah, that's the good news, and it doesn't explain my headaches. I still have an appointment, I think later this week, next week. I think next week. I've got an appointment with a neurologist, and then we'll look at that as well. And another thing someone suggested was, they were actually in a similar situation. They said they also had like this general feeling of tiredness, and always they had these headaches, and they were depressed and everything, and all their blood tests were okay. There was nothing unusual in their brains. And then the doctors actually said, all right, let's make an image of your thyroid glands. And the thing actually looked like Swiss cheese on her picture. So yeah. So that's the next thing we are going to check, whether or not my thyroid, I don't know how to pronounce it, is actually okay. Because I'm very sure there's something wrong with my body. And in other news, Well, this is not as exciting, but recently I've decided, or rather put it in my head, that I want to learn an instrument. I've learned an instrument before, back when I was 14, 13, 14, something in that direction. My parents actually told me I have to learn an instrument, and I was like, why? I have absolutely no interest in that. And they said, no, you have to do it. So I had to do it. And I didn't even get to choose an instrument. But because my brother used to play trumpet, and we still have a trumpet around, I had to learn trumpet. And I was like, yeah, alright, I guess I'll do this. I'll give it a shot. And I never put any effort into it. I never tried to understand how the thing works, how to read notes. I couldn't actually read notes. On a trumpet you have like 3 buttons you have to push on top, and I always had my teacher go through each song I had, and instead of writing down the notes for me, because I couldn't recognize the notes, instead of writing down the notes like A, B, is there a B? I think there's B. No, like C, D, E, F, G, A, H. Instead of doing that, he just wrote down numbers for the buttons I had to push. So, for example, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. All 3 of them. All 3 of them was pretty rare, actually. But now, last Friday, I bought myself. Wait a minute. I bought myself this. A lovely blue ukulele. It's a rather cheap model. I bought one made of like plastic. Well, it's not just plastic. It's some other synthetic stuff, but it's got a nice sound. Anyways, I actually tried out different ukuleles, and I was like, okay, there isn't actually much of a difference in the sound between the wood and the plastic variant. So I'm going with a cheaper one just to get used to the whole thing, and then I'll actually buy a better one when I feel the need for it. And yeah, I've just been leisurely practicing how to play this thing. Like, I can't do any chords yet. I've just been strumming away. And I'm not going to do that now because the thing is not in tune right now. Yeah, as you can as you can clearly hear, I would have to tune this thing first, and I'm going to do that after recording this video actually, and then I'm going to practice a little more. And hopefully I can learn on my own how to do this thing. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for today. My hair is getting so long. I've got an hairdresser appointment tomorrow. Hair's gonna get shorter. Not too short because I don't want people to see my ugly bald head. Terrible, terrible. Anyway, until next time, tomorrow is gonna be new Bloods Drops. I have not decided what to play for that just yet, and Thursday obviously is gonna be more Bloodborne, and Friday, look out for Sonic Adventure DX. Oh god, I love that game. Until next time, have a nice day. Goodbye.